Hello everyone, myself Mrs. Dipali Jori, lecturer in mathematics at Kekewak Polytechnic, Nasik. In this video, I will explain you the one of the application of Laplace transform. The application is how to find solution of linear differential equation by using Laplace transform. So Laplace transform can be used to solve linear means first order, first degree. So to solve linear differential equation, which will directly give us the particular solution of given linear differential equation. So for getting that solution, you just have to simply follow these four steps. Remember these four steps. The steps are again easy to remember. You first have to take Laplace transform to both the sides to your linear differential equation and apply the initial conditions there. Initial conditions are again given there in your question. So after taking Laplace transform, you have to collect your terms with y of s or y bar or x of s or x bar on left hand side and the terms without y bar or x bar on the right hand side of your equation. The third step is to resolve your RHS into partial fractions. After collecting terms in this way, by that second step, your RHS will be a rational fraction. To that rational fraction, you first have to convert into partial fractions. That will be the third step. And after that, converting it into partial fractions, finally you just have to take inverse Laplace transform to both the sides to get that required solution y of t x of t. So for that you have to remember some symbols here, the shortcuts. Laplace transform of y of t can be rewritten as y of s. Laplace transform of x of t can be rewritten as x of s. For x bar, y bar also you can remember. Similarly for Laplace transform of first order derivative, dy by dt or y dash can be simply rewritten as s into y bar minus y of 0. S is that Laplace transform operator. So it is s into y of s minus y of 0. Similarly for x. Now x0 means the value of x at the initial point t equal to 0. Y of 0 means the initial value of y at t equal to 0. Laplace inverse of y bar or Laplace inverse of y of s. This symbol you will need at last when you will apply inverse Laplace transform at final step, fourth step. So Laplace inverse of y of s can be simply rewritten as y of t, or Laplace inverse of x bar or x of s can be simply written as x of t. Let's see one simple example first. Solve the following linear differential equation by using Laplace transform. So the equation is 3 into y dash minus 2y minus equal to 4 e raised to 2t. Initial condition given is y of 0 equal to 1. So what is it? Linear differential equation given? It is 3 into y dash. Y dash means y dash of t. Minus 2y. Y means again it is y of t. Equal to 4 e raised to 2t. Because t is your dependent variable and y is the independent variable. So it is converted into t. Your first step says that you have to take Laplace transform on both the sides. So let us take that Laplace transform to both sides. So this way we will write. In each and every term there are constants 3, 2, 4. So we'll take those constants first of all out and we will apply Laplace transform on the function just. So Laplace transform of y dash t minus 2 into Laplace transform of y of t here equal to 4 as it is Laplace transform of e raised to 2t. Now to this first term Laplace transform of y of t, how to rewrite? I have told you in the previous slide that Laplace transform of y bar is s into y of s minus y of 0. S into y of s. See here it is s into y of s minus y of 0 or y bar here minus 2 into Laplace transform of y of t. Laplace transform of y of t means y of s. Okay, so this is y of s here equal to 4 as it is. For e raised to at we have formula for Laplace transform as 1 upon s minus a. A is 2, so the answer is 1 upon s minus 2 here. Next step is in left hand side we can observe there are two terms with y of s. So this is your y of s term, y of s term. Take y of s common from these two terms. 3s minus 2 will remain. Minus 3 into y of 0 will remain. Second term. Minus 4 upon s minus 2 as it is there in RHS. Now the initial condition is given, y of 0 is 1, substitute here, y of 0 1, so the term is 3 into 1, that is 3. Now we have to simplify it next. Your second step says that you have to collect terms with y of s into left hand side and the terms which are free from y of s into right hand side. Okay, so you have to shift these terms into RHS, the constants, 3 constant and the bracket. Okay, so for that let us first shift 3, it's a single number. So when you will shift it into RHS, it will be plus. This way we will write, right? Finally, we can simplify that RHS by taking cross multiplication there. 4 into 3s minus 6. 4 plus 3s minus 6 will be the simplification of RHS by taking cross multiplication. Or it is equal to 3s as it is, 4 minus 6 is minus 2, upon s minus 2 as it is, left hand side still as it is, Now see, 3s minus 2, 3s minus 2 is in common term in both sides. Or after dividing 3s minus 2 into RHS, it get cancelled. In this example, it has common factor 3s minus 2, so we can cancel it. So get cancelled, what will remain there? 1 upon s minus 2 just. So to this 1 upon s minus 2, the term is already in partial fraction form. There is no other factor, so not necessary to do the steps with partial fractions. Immediately we can take inverse Laplace transform here. It's a simple example, not necessary to do the steps of partial fractions. Take inverse Laplace transform to both the sides. So Laplace inverse of y of s means y of t, and Laplace inverse of 1 upon s minus 2 is e raised to 2t. So this is your final solution or the answer of linear differential equation, e raised to 2t. Let's see one more example. Dy by dt plus y equal to sin t. The initial value y of 0 is equal to 0 given. Follow that first step, take Laplace transform on both sides. So Laplace transform of dy by dt, Laplace transform of y equal to RHS, Laplace transform. So Laplace transform of dy by dt is s into y of s minus y of 0 here. Plus Laplace transform of y is y of s. Okay. So now in RHS again we can combine y of s terms, take y of s common. What will remain there? S plus 1 will be the bracket. Y of 0 is 0. Substitute there. RHS as it is. Laplace transform of sin t, the formula I have used here. For sin, the formula I have used here, Laplace transform of sin t is 1 upon s square plus a square. So here it is s square plus 1. So s plus 1 y of s is equal to 1 upon s square plus 1. Now this is the bracket with s plus 1. We have to shift it into RHS. So now your rational RHS is with rational fraction 1 upon s plus 1 into s square plus 1. For which we have to find respective partial fractions. 1 upon s plus 1, this is non-repeated linear. This one is irreducible quadratic non-repeated factor. Okay, second. So how to write partial fractions? For this non-repeated linear factor, we will write it simply as a upon s plus 1. Plus, for irreducible factor, we write partial fractions as bs plus c upon s square plus 1. See, our variable is s here, not x. So we will write it as bs plus c upon s square plus 1. Fine. Cross multiply, cancel denominator from both sides. This will be the required second equation. 1 is equal to a into s square plus 1 plus bs plus c into s plus 1. The cross multiplication, Okay. Now substitute the values of s there 1 by 1. We have only one linear factor there in denominator, s plus 1. So only one value we will get here, minus 1. After substituting s is equal to minus 1, your second part becomes 0 and we'll get value of a there as 1 by 2. The linear factors are finished. So we have to now take random values. Do give preference to 0, as I have already told you. Do give preference to 0. It makes your calculation more easy. So when you will put random value, you have to substitute in whole equation. Put 0 in the whole equation. So what is that simplification? See, here it is. S is 0, S is 0, S is 0. So A into 1, that is A. The term is 0, B into 0. So the bracket is just a C. C into 1, that is C. Simplified for C. A, the value of A is already known. Okay. So C is equal to 1 minus A. Hence the value of C is 1 by 2. Now one more random value we have to take, because the third unknown we have to find B. A and C are obtained, but B we have to find. So to get that third unknown B, we have to take one more random value. Let's now take 1. When you will take random value, you just have to be careful that the value is not taken already previously. Now put s is equal to 1 there. In the whole equation again, it's a random value. So what is it calculation? See, s is 1, 1 plus 1, b into 1 plus c, 1 plus 1. So this is the simplification there in RHS. 2 common from whole RHS. I have divided it with left hand side. 2 common divided with left hand side 1 by 2. The value of a is known. See, a is 1 by 2. C is again 1 by 2. B is yet to find. So 1 by 2 get cancelled from both sides. B is minus 1 by 2 is the value of third unknown B. So write your partial fractions after substituting the values of A, B and C there. A, B and C. So what are the partial fractions? See, the partial fractions are 1 by 2 upon s plus 1. B is minus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2. Okay, this way you will write partial fractions. Now in the second term, we can separate denominator here, minus s upon s square plus 1, 1 upon s square plus 1. Half taken common from whole RHS. Fine. Now for each and every term we have formula there in Laplace inverse. So after simplifying it, after getting partial fractions, we next have to take lastly inverse Laplace transform to both the sides. That will be your fourth step. So take inverse Laplace transform to both sides. Laplace inverse of y of s is equal to half, as it is constant, Laplace inverse to each and every term you will apply. So Laplace inverse of 1 upon s plus 1. This is that formula. 1 upon s plus a, the answer is e raised to minus at. So here it is e raised to minus t, a is 1. For s upon s square plus a square, this formula is applicable here. A is 1 again. So by that formula your answer is cos at. A is 1 here. So the answer is cos t just. And for the last term, see, the numerator is 1. 1 upon s square plus a square. Its Laplace inverse is sin at upon a. So for this term, it is sin 1t upon 1, or it is sin t just. So by using or following those 4 steps only, you can get your required solution to linear differential equation using Laplace transform. Okay, thank you.